Hey folks, if you're worried about extremist left-wingers that are violent and hateful and racist that are prowling around the country right now, like Antifa, BLM, and other organizations that are violent, hateful, and extremist, that's been prompting a lot of people to buy a weapon to defend themselves with. So what I would recommend is the best homestead weapon is going to be your AR-15. That has very light recoil. It's something everybody in the family can use without burning their shoulder out, and it's going to have enough firepower and stopping power to handle pretty much anything that comes your way. And we're talking about home defense, folks. Outside the house, you should be carrying a handgun concealed. And you got to check your local laws for those of you that are not in North Carolina. If you cannot conceal at this time, open carry may be an option for you. Inside of the house, a home defense firearm or a homestead gun, listen, it's been hard to get your hands on certain semi-automatic rifles, and that's what I recommend is get yourself an AR and AK. But I'm going to show you one thing that's legal in all 50 states that will put food on the table and that will defend you against pretty much any threat, and that's a pump action shotgun. Whether it's 12 gauge, 20 gauge, does not matter. All right, a pump gun is ultra reliable. The way I run a pump action shotgun is I like to put a flashlight on it, a pretty simple sling, and I like to keep ammunition on the gun, whether that's a side straddle rig. For me, I just like the old-fashioned buttstock shell holder. Okay, in the right hands, a pump action shotgun can do it all, man. I mean, you could reach out and touch somebody with a slug, a rifled slug, at 100 yards, or you could run double-aught buckshot, which is a military police load, 9 pellet, and that'll take care of things, 50 yards and in with that spread. Okay, but you can also load a very light target load or bird shot, and that may suffice for home defense as well. Okay, running this gun does take a little bit of practice, okay? The way I like to run it is cruiser ready. Cruiser ready means that you point it in a safe direction, make sure the gun's unloaded, let the hammer drop, okay? And that way you can free wheel the cylinder, talking in revolver terms. You can free the pump up. You don't need to engage the pump release, so you can quickly get the gun into action. Now, cruiser ready, you're gonna have rounds in the tube, but don't top it off all the way. So this is an 8-shot. I may just put 7 rounds in there. So that way, if I need to put a slug in there for special purpose reasons, I can just put it in from the buttstock. Give me a second, I'm gonna pause this and we'll load up some rounds, do some bowling pins. All right, so we'll work on some multiple target engagement here. Ammunition for shotguns has been pretty easy to find from what I can tell. All right, so you're gonna load a few in here. I'll put 3 in, okay? And I'm gonna take out one of my carry shells and put this target load in there, all right, to practice a speed reload, okay? Tactical reloads we can work on as well, but cruiser ready, that's it. I've got some in the magazine, but nothing in the chamber, condition 3, and the hammer's down so that I can quickly rack the gun, and if I need to, I can pop in a special purpose round. So the way you do a shotgun, the way I like to, is weak side muzzle down or strong side muzzle up if we're carrying it, okay, in the house. Condition 3 weapon I think is sufficient. All right, so let's see how quickly I can take out some of these bowling pins here, all right, from a weak side muzzle down. Now we still have to do one action to get the gun up, and then we're gonna rack it. All right, so we went dry, we open it up, pop in a fresh one. Okay, so once again, the slide will be back, the gun will be empty. We're simply gonna grab a fresh source, a shell, pop it in the chamber, boom, over the top, run the gun and fire. All right, that would be a speed reload. Okay, so I'm out of those. Let's go see if we can clear this course with the revolver. Cleared out. Model 66 full house magnums, folks. All right, so Running a shotgun. We will be running a gunfighter clinic shotgun course sometime in the future. Pump guns, single shot, auto loaders are all welcome. I'm partial to a pump because of the simplicity, and I really haven't seen in my time any malfunctions with my pump guns, but I have seen it with semi-autos. So it's all personal preference, folks. This is a Winchester Defender, and you know, you just have to get good with your speed and tactical reloads. You know, keeping the gun topped off, being able to throw in a special purpose round, a rifled slug. Okay, we got to be proficient. You got to pattern your gun with double aught buck, pattern it with whatever your defense load is, and then of course get your groups. All right, with rifled slugs. Shotguns come in all kinds of flavors, folks. This is very simple. You got your bead. You're basically shooting a musket with a rifled slug. But learn how to fight with one of these because they're legal in all 50 states. They're readily available across the country, and the ammunition seems to be readily available too. Right now we have a shortage of 5.56 and 9mm especially, but from what I've seen, 12 and 20 gauge shells are available. So that's good for putting food on the table, also for defending your homestead and defending your country against tyranny. Hope you guys have a good one.